Hey everyone, I am going to show you how to connect a subdomain to your Subtrio account for your email sending. If you saw the last videos that we did about connecting subdomains, this process is going to be sort of similar, but a bit more involved. So I'm going to show you how to set up a support ticket with your hosting provider so that they can do the sketchy bits for you. If you didn't see those videos, hi, I'm Jess with Elevated Operations. I help people set up and run their Subtrio accounts. So if any of this feels overwhelming or you don't want to do it, check out the link below and it'll send you to a starter package where I'll handle it all for you. However, you can do this pretty simply by using support tickets with your hosting provider as long as they have good customer service. So I'm going to show you how to do that today if you want to do it yourself. So you're going to need to be logged into your Subtrio account and in your dashboard. And then you're also going to want to be logged in with your hosting provider. If you don't already have a hosting provider, you're going to need to get one. And we do recommend Big Scoots. They've got really good customer service. The tutorial that I'm going to go through today is going to be how to send them a support ticket so that they can set up your email subdomain for you. And if your hosting provider doesn't offer that level of service, I would recommend maybe making a switch. If they do have really good customer service and you just want to stick with them, great. The process is going to be pretty much the same for you, but it's going to look a little different. I'm going to be having Big Scoots up on my screen today. So once you're in your Subtrio dashboard, you're all logged in, you're going to want to come down on the left-hand side all the way down to the bottom to get to the settings menu. And you can get there a couple of ways. If you saw the last videos and you remember going to domains and you want to go in through that way, you can. You go in there, hit connect a domain, and it will take you to the menu where you can choose that you want email, which will in turn take you to this space right here. So if you're scrolling down in this menu and you just want to go to email services, that will take you to the same place and you can take it from there. It has some stuff in here about how you should have a dedicated domain for your email, and we are going to agree and come over to the dedicated domain and IP button. You will see right here that I already have one set up. You probably won't have anything here. But the process is going to be the same. You're going to go over here and add a domain. I am going to choose a new one because I already have mine set up. I chose contact, but you can choose anything you want to. Another good one would be something like support. So you choose the word that you want, put a dot, and then add your root domain. So you can see that I have the word that I chose at the beginning, dot, myrootdomain.com. You're going to want to go ahead and put in your root domain. Once you've got the address that you want to use, you're going to hit add and verify. And then you want to come over into the pop-up box and hit add record manually. This is where things differ from what you may have seen in previous videos about setting up domain. There's a lot of different things that you are going to need to give your hosting provider to set all of this up for you. You could do it yourself if you're super tech savvy, but if your hosting provider has customer service that's worth what you're paying for it, they will do this part for you and you don't need to. So you are just going to go log into your hosting provider account. All logged in, and then you come over to support tickets. And then you want to create a new support ticket. It's going to go to the support department, and you're going to want to call it something like subdomain connection for email or something along those lines. And then you're going to want to type out a message to them about how you would like to have them set up your subdomain. I am going to go ahead and paste something in that I did ahead of time so you didn't have to sit here and watch me type. So I have in here, hello, I am trying to connect a subdomain to my Go High Level white label account, Subtrio, for email. can you please create and add these records for the following subdomain? And then I gave them the name of the subdomain that I want, because they are going to need to know what you typed into Subtrio so that it can connect. And then you're going to need to give them all of the information that you see here. In the previous videos with connecting subdomains, you only needed the required value, but your hosting provider is going to need to know these host things as well. So you're going to need to copy over. You need to tell them what kind of record it is. So they need to know if it's the TXT, the CNAME, or the MX. And then you're going to need to copy each one of these things over so that they can see those values. And then you are going to just send your support ticket. I want to highlight that I have added something extra that you will not see in this list. In order to be compliant and good deliverability with Google and Yahoo, you need to make sure that you've got a DMARC record in there. So to the bottom, I would add that you need a DMARC record. It's a TXT record, and you're going to want it to look exactly like this. It's the same for everyone on Subtrio. It needs to look just like this, and I will put it below so that you can copy it in, because even the capitalization is important. You're going to want to make sure that this is the host part and this is the required value part, and they need to know that it's a TXT record. So again, I will put those things below so that you can copy them in on the bottom of your ticket. You can do it later if you want to, but if you want your emails to be delivered to people, you are going to need this DMARC record. You're going to have to do it at some point. You might as well tack it on while you're setting up your subdomain for your email. Once you have used all of these things, again, you need both the host and the required value. They need to know the record kind. You've copied all of that over into your support ticket. You can just, I would come down here and let them know which one it's for. They will figure that out from the fact that it's in the subdomain you want, but it just helps. And then hit the submit button. And then you're going to need to give them some time to do it. Most support will send you emails once you've submitted to let you know that they're working on it. Subtrio is fast, but we're talking about Big Scoots right now. Big Scoots is very fast. They got back to me right away when I did mine, and you can have it back within a few minutes. And then you're going to want to hit verify records. I can do that right now, but nothing good is going to happen because I didn't actually submit this ticket because I already have mine set up. But you're going to want to hit verify records. And then I will leave here and show you what mine looks like now that it is verified, so you can see what your screen will look like after you're done. This is the one I just added, and it looks all angry, and it's because I didn't really do anything with it. Subtrio added it on this side, but it didn't get verified on the other side because I didn't ask for it. So ignore this one, and then we can take a look at the one that I did create. And this is what it's going to look like. If you hit verify records, most of these are going to be orange and they're going to say unverified. But as they go through and get added by your hosting provider, they'll start turning green. And that's when you'll know everything is good. Once they're all green, you're good to go. You're ready to send email and everything should function great. And that's all you need to do to get your email subdomain connected to Subtrio. If you were here for the other videos, that means you've got at least 4 subdomains set up and your Subtrio account is ready to rock and roll.